Good morning and welcome to Coffee with Alan. Appreciate you joining me in the mornings. This morning I got a dad cup, 101 Dalmatians themed. Just thinking about my daughter. She just graduated from the language program there that she was doing in South Korea. They had a little graduation for them. It was a 6-week program for, studying the Korean language. So she just finished that and she'll be coming home here soon. Very proud of her, all she's doing, and she'll only be home for a short while, and then we got to take her back and check her into the dorms for her second year at Penn. Just proud of her. So using a dad cup this morning. And this morning I wanted to talk a little bit about a variety of things. First, if you were here yesterday, and if you weren't, go listen to the podcast or rewatch the video on the Tommy Bahama scams. Last night, I saw a separate Tommy Bahama scam. Same deal, 80% off Tommy Bahama clothing, but it was a different website. And they used some different photos and pictures in the advertisement, which they're just paying Facebook for. Like I said yesterday, Facebook doesn't care who pays them. They're not checking if it's valid or not. But if you clicked through to that site, the same big red flags and warning signs, it's a scam site. You pay your money there, you're not going to get what you bought, and they have your credit card and other information to use for other stuff. Going to say good morning to Jay and Vicky. Appreciate you showing up. And then this morning on Facebook, I saw an advertisement for a Bed Bath & Beyond sale, 90% off because they're going out of business. If you remember, I talked about that a week ago because Vicky, who just said hi to, had told me about people coming into the Bed Bath & Beyond store angry because they ordered stuff online and never received it. And she had to tell them it wasn't us. You've been scammed. Because those sites out there selling Bed Bath & Beyond clearance stuff because the stores are closing at reduced prices are not legit. They are scams. And they're still going on, even though Bed Bath & Beyond is now completely closed. The clearance is over, but I saw that ad this morning. Don't get fooled by these things. Dixon says probably the same scammers. I think he's probably talking about the Tommy Bahama. You're probably right. They probably set up multiple sites because sites get taken down. And it's funny because I comment on those scam, fraud site and such, and my comments don't stay there very long. And I think they're just switching them out. And so they fool some people with one, it gets taken down. They're fooling people with others because they can just copy sites. A lot of those pages they can copy onto the new site. And they have these really weird URLs. And if you look at them, there's spelling mistakes and things in the URLs. Jay is surprised about Bed Bath & Beyond scams still going on, and they are. I saw that one this morning, and I forget the URL, but again, it was advertising the Bed Bath & Beyond store closings, and so you could get 90% off of all these different items. Don't do it, people. These are scams. Be very careful what you're doing. And just because you see an ad on social media doesn't make it legit. It might make it even less because there are so many frauds that are advertising along with legitimate real businesses. Some of the ads you see are legitimate. Just be careful and do your due diligence before you ever provide any information or credit card because you might be buying something you're not going to get and you're just losing money. So I wanted to reemphasize that because it's going on so much. Also wanted to talk a little bit about the Enjoy Life Safely website. I've been working on that. If you go there, you can see all of the Coffee with Alan videos at the blog, plus some other blog posts. You can listen to all the Coffee with Alan broadcasts at the podcast page. There's over 200 of them now. There's also links to Apple and Spotify if you want to listen to them there, because they're on those platforms as well. There are no courses available there yet, but there will be soon. And one of the things I'm looking at doing, and I want people to let me know if it's a good or bad idea, PivotShare, where I have all of my instructional DVDs, the ones that I did with Paladin, the ones that I did with Ikey Productions. There's like 11 of them that I did before I sort of quit doing DVDs. They have been online at PivotShare, which is closing. So I have to find a new platform. And one of the things I've thought about doing is taking like the 5 lock-on DVDs and putting them as just a course, and you could buy all 5 together. And then you could buy the 2 restraint and control DVDs as a course together. Then I'd put like the Hapkido Cane and the Hapkido Hoshinsel, the 2 from Paladin Press. That would be a separate course. And then I could do the Street Fighting Essentials for Paladin Press and the Chokes and Sleepers videos with Ikey Productions, put those as a course. So I would have them just, you'd have a few selections, make them cheaper than the individuals because you're buying the sets. And so that's one of the things I'm thinking about. I'm also thinking about putting all 11 of the titles in the membership site that I'm creating. So if you become a member, you would get all of those titles plus more. And I may do both. I may give people the option, become a member, get everything. If you don't want to become a member and all you want are the restraint and control videos, you can get those by buying them here. So those are sort of what I'm thinking about doing with the videos and putting those as courses on the Enjoy Life Safely website. Then I'm also looking at creating the different courses and the membership site. So I'm working on all of that kind of stuff. Any feedback about that? Wonderful. Things you want me to work on, I'd like to hear feedback. I'm going to say what we have. Jay says, through Overstock.com company did buy the company name. Okay, so there is a company that is legit doing it. One of the things you can check those, make sure when you go there, like the things I talked about with the Tommy Bahama, and it's the same with some of these other scam sites, there's no contact information. There's spelling mistakes. The URL is sort of weird with misspellings in it. Those are just huge red flags. They have every product ever made listed, all the sizes. You don't find that with clearance. They got limited supply. That's what they're getting rid of stuff. Those kind of red flags to be very careful of. Jay says it's a cool plan. I guess you're talking about what I'm doing with the videos and putting them on the Enjoy Life Safely site as either membership site or standalone courses or both. You can give people that choice. With the membership site, besides those 11 DVDs, there are going to be a lot of other material and constantly updating that with its own Facebook group that only members will have access to, which I'll do live things only for those people and question and answer sessions and different things. So that's all in the works. It's just taking a little bit longer than I wanted to get everything going, but that's some of the things I'm working on. Dixon says, definitely some things to ponder. Okay. Thanks, Dixon. Definitely some things to ponder, and I'm pondering on them. So you gave me some great feedback there. Thank you. The newsletter, which I started up last month, is still going strong, so I'm going to continue that. That will be going out every Sunday, every weekend. Plan to put out that newsletter. This week, I'm looking at the main article being on, should you get involved? You see something, say something, report it, yes. But what about getting involved? And how much do we get involved? And just some tips and suggestions and things to think about by getting involved with something. We also have to keep ourselves safe. So it's going to be dependent on some different variables of how much or how you get involved in something that might be going on. So that's going to be one of the articles in this weekend's newsletter that will go out. If you're not signed up, enjoylifesafely.com will get you signed up. And with that, I'm also just looking at a variety of different things that I want to put out there. Stuff on situational awareness, which I already have some, but want to do more and more in depth. Things on travel, safety, and then things to help you be excellent, be exceptional, and succeed. So working on those, as well as some communication resources. We all communicate all the time. Whoever you're interacting with, you are communicating with them. Maybe not as effectively as you would like to. And I want to put out some different information and some different things I'm working on to help people be better communicators. So I got a lot on the table. Don't know just which ones I'm going to prioritize and how they'll come to be developed. But those are things I'm working on. Wanted to share that with folks. Get any feedback, suggestions, input that you have. I always like to hear from people of what they enjoy, what they don't, what I could do better, what they're liking that I'm doing. So I'll continue, and then I'll just keep at it. With that, I'm going to tell you to go out and make it a fantastic, fabulous Friday, and I will see you tomorrow.